Hello there, beloved Geminis. Welcome to your weekly read. You could be tuning in if you're a sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign in Gemini. So we're doing the 4 bodies of existence read with the revelations and the earth spirit oracle. So what is coming through, Spirit, in regards to Gemini's physical body of existence today? What is the overall energy coming through for Gemini? We do have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, upways, downways, there doesn't seem to be much difference in the imagery. However, the Ten of Swords reversed really solidifies this completion of mental torture. Completion of, because 10 is a completion number, so completion of anxiety, maybe belief systems, the ways that the synapses, the energy pathways of your mind have been affecting, because it's in the physical body of existence, your nervous system, your physical body. You've taken a lot of blows, you've undergone spiritual warfare, you've had demonic attacks. You've attracted it not because of something you've done wrong. When they say in the spiritual community, like, it's so toxic when they say this also, like, you attract what you put out, you're in a vibration, like it's your fault. It's legit in the Christ dwelling place, the 144,000 Godhead. It's legit like opposites attract type of thing, because when you're speaking Jesus' name, or when you're choosing to walk the narrow path, or when you're a pure soul, these dark entities feed off you more. They feed off the fact that you're a pure soul, you're more sensitive, that you move into trauma more, and therefore they can affect you, feed off you, harvest your energy more. So there's a huge completion coming here, Gemini. So, give yourselves a pat on the back. Like, y'all are really sensitive souls. The collective that I'm tuning into today for the Geminis, y'all are very sensitive. You're very, it wants to say sought after. However, Christ wants you as well. Okay? I can hear Jesus saying, like, you are mine. You are my children, you are my chosen ones, you are my covenant, you are my church. So, really allow that Holy Spirit, those truth bumps to wash over you, receive at a level of soul, and allow your nervous system to open up and actually receive the truth. This confirmation coming through this reading today, that's law of attraction, like all this toxic new age bullshit in regards to like duality consciousness, it only exists if you believe it does. And look at the word belief. There's L-I-E, lie, it's a lie. And then L-I-E can break down into loving, into energy. I speak from the eternal. I speak from spirit. Spirit is immeasurable. It's not this energy exchange of subject-object reality where you can measure it. So just remember where you stand. Spirit says today. Realization, 29 equaling 11, so 10, 11, you are moving onwards and upwards. You're moving through this gateway with the 11, the 29. You've moved into realization that you are worthy. You're not giving your energy out, getting trapped in webs. There is a Kundalini awakening going on. There is like a baptism in fire, like some type of clearing. If you'd like to book into a clearing to really move into awareness and acknowledgement of this, I'm here to help you. However, the realization card coupled with the Ten of Swords is you'll have realized what helps you move through your anxiety. And for majority of the collective that I'm tuning in for Gemini today, it's God. You've realized that God, Jesus, helps you. So, that's where you've been falling into, even in the physical realm. Like the fact that the spiritual realm, spirit has come all the way down into the physical realm, that's why you've got the completion, the 10 energy there. So let's go into the emotional body of existence here for Gemini. What's the overall energies for Gemini this week in the emotional body of existence? There is a King of Wands. So King of Wands, you guys are embodying this King of Wands, you know, this productive. You may find this week you're more productive because you feel better. This is the emotional body of existence. So, you know, there's passion, there's drive, you're speaking your voice more. You know, the King of Wands is all about preaching his truth. Y'all are all masculine and feminine. So the masculine within you can view this as a masculine within you, all masculines around you, whatever. It mirrors out in that way as you're in the twin flame journey. However, truly I see this King of Wands as the activation of your own masculine essence. You know, some of you may have had to take that father figure on, put the foot down. You may have to do that this week, Gemini. Some of you may be like your father. That's also coming through. But there is freedom in speaking your truth this week. For a lot of you, I feel like you've already spoken your truth and you feel good after speaking your truth in regards to a certain situation. You feel free. So there's emotional freedom here for y'all this week, Gemini. So, you know, even connecting to others as you see the horses running around, like this the emotional body of existence does look at the energy exchange, right? The energies in motion, emotion. So, you know, be around beings that light you up, that make your soul feel free. You know, you cannot be around like a tyrant type of energy. You can't be around violence. You can't be around anything that dulls your spirit ultimately or gives you anxiety. That's what I'm getting, because, you know, you've really spoken your truth and, you know, you feel good about it and you've moved into this completion, this lesson, test and blessing, and you're relieving yourself, your physical body, your nervous system of anxiety because of this. So the mental body of existence, Queen of Swords, that's a perfect composition there to have. I just spat everywhere. I'm sorry. So Queen of Swords, you know, you're very logical about things. You're very calculated. You know, you're seeing a higher dimensional state of perception here. Queen of Swords is all about the higher dimensional state of perception as you see her sitting in the sky, sitting in the clouds with these wings, golden wings of divine knowledge, divine wisdom. It does represent Sophia in some way, shape or form. Don't forget to have childlike wonder along the way. This is really going to, you know, ease the Queen of Swords so you don't come across as like too harsh or judgmental or controlling. However, rightfully so, moving into the Queen of Wands here. I do see like a unity of the divine masculine and feminine here. The masculine more so, King of Wands, passionate, you know, connecting to the spiritual. I mean, I really feel like this is representing the Father. It could be on earth or it could be, you know, the Father in the kingdom of heaven. And then the Queen of Swords here representing this spoken truth, because the sword does represent communication. But as you can see, this King of Wands is speaking as well. So I really see this as, you know, a beautiful union of the masculine and feminine energies within and without for you all this week, Gemini. But yeah, the Wonder card here coming through with divine realization, divine freedom, divine wonder. Stay in that childlike wonder. Choose to see wonder, childlike wonder in every situation, but also keeping your boundaries by speaking your truth this week, Gemini. We do have the Magician, a major arcana coming through. So, you know, we have the Fool card 0, then we have the Magician number 1. So you are beginning your journey back again. There's a rebuilding going on. Spiritually, this is your lesson, test and blessing here. Remember how to manifest. You're a co-creator. So writing down your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, like really start moving into prayer, as in you're humble, you're in humility in regards to you don't have it, but then remember and jump into the declarations, the declaration that you do have it. So you are covering both sides of the coin. Prayer is this humble space of being real, being in acceptance. Lord, please, like ask and you shall receive type of thing. Like ask for your dreams, your goals, your desires. But then remember to move into the declarations of the I am affirmations, visualization. That's really where the Magician card comes through here. And it's in the spiritual body of existence. So Spirit really wants you to be that co-creator with Him. So destiny here, we do have, there is a divine destiny. This is the greatest question within the spiritual community. Like, is there even a free will? I like to say the only free will that you have is to gift your free will over to divine will. In the divine will, just like when, a parent has a will and leaves their inheritance to someone else, like in your divine will, that's where your inheritance is. That's where all your gifts, everything that you've added to your vortex is. So I can see that, you'll throw your intentions in your heart, the pure intentions in your heart, you've weaved your destiny. Now is the time to manifest them, to really take those actions with the I am affirmations and the visualization, to manifest them, to allow them to come to fruition. Like, some of your Gemini may have forgotten what you want to manifest, right? And you may have been thinking about other people, your focus was on other people. And now, God's stating like, all right, well, what do you want? Now that you've tended to everyone around you, what do you want, Gemini? We're going to come in with a Sufi Wisdom Oracle to finish off this reading. We do have life's purpose. Seek your own deeper vision for life. There you go. Like, what is your vision? Start seeking it, because God really is wanting to endow you with your hopes, dreams, desires. Like, you've really got to dig deep now that you can, now that the anxiety has lessened. For 30 years I was searching for God, and when my eyes were finally opened, I discovered that it was God who was seeking me. Looking for the truth, for God, or for the beloved is the fundamental theme of Sufis' devotion. Many of their mystical discourses and writings are centered on the theme of searching for the ultimate truth. Christ is proclaiming here that what you seek is already there, waiting to connect with you. Our true purpose in life is already set in our DNA. We have to find our way into it. We do this by taking steps towards our goals and by trying new things. The more we act on this, the more we find clarity. This Oracle Gemini is encouraging you to see yourself moving from darkness towards the light. Affirm that you have the power to create and to heal the limitations within you. Love sets you free to be aware of a personal universe within you. You are guided to learn to access the deeper capacity by trusting and opening to it. Through faith, the boundaries of the earth and its atmosphere seem to open to allow you to touch and experience a new reality. Dear Geminis, know that when your life is working as it is meant to be, your entire existence flows quite easily. Take charge of your life and keep reminding yourself that you can do this. Start now and begin to follow what attracts you, Gemini. Develop interests that renew your energy, even if you realize you may have to change your course. As you discover your true purpose in life, you naturally become more loving and helpful to other people. When this happens, your relationships will also improve. So the mantra for Geminis this week is, as you ponder your purpose in life, keep asking these questions of yourself. What is it that I love to do? Why am I here? What is my life's purpose? The answers may not come on the first day or even in the first week, but Gemini, they will eventually come to you when you seek to respond sincerely from the heart. That was a really cool reading. I love you guys, Gemini, and I'll see you next week. Namaste. Amen.